everybody. Hello, welcome to our first episode of Art and Science for 2024. But for the fifth episode we had so far in the two last years. We are here today with Chef Henry Guadagni, corporate chef for sales in Middle East, Africa, and India at Electrolux Professionals. Hello, Chef.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome.
How are you today?
Well, it's fine. It's a sunny day here in Pordenone, where I am. And I hope all of you are fine and happy to assist to this first episode of 2024.
We know you've worked very hard to produce like a new episode where flexibility will meet sustainability. So what should our audience of chefs expect today from your recipes?
So today I've cooked 3 recipes, and as you will see, I try to let sustainability meet flexibility. I used some different ingredients that in different ways, of course, you would see, and of course I've used also some of our appliances that can make our life easier and flexible, and they are really flexible in the all-day daily use in the kitchen.
Amazing. I see here that we have chefs from everywhere, like Australia, Malaysia, Nigeria, from everywhere. So I think everyone gonna be very excited to see. I motivate all the chefs to ask their questions that they're gonna have along the episode in the question and answer section. And in the end, we will take our time. We'll do a nice discussion with Chef Henry and take our time to respond to every one of you. So ask your questions related with recipes or your own curiosities for Chef Henry. He's gonna be more than happy to respond. Okay,
Great.
Chef, I think we're gonna meet each other very soon.
Yeah, enjoy.
Hello, welcome again in our Electrolux Professional kitchen. I'm Henry Guadagni. I'm part of the Chef Academy of Electrolux Professional, and today we are gonna talk about flexibility and sustainability, and of course the link between them. We are going to cook on our beautiful Libero Pro appliance, and we are going to cook 3 different recipes. The first one will be a cauliflower glazed with soya sauce and maple syrup. The second one will be a pumpkin and curry risotto. And the third one will be a mackerel with goat cheese ricotta and pistachio, and of course small jelly of passion fruit. But let's start with the first dish. So as you can see, our Libero Pro is really ready to be used. You can set a different function, but also inside here you have 2 drawers, so cold drawer, where you can put all your mise en place ready for the service. Here we have our cauliflower. As you can see, it's really white, okay? Because we have cooked in steam mode in our Skyline Premium S, 100% of saturation on the cavity, so as we can see here, no oxidation. What we have just to do now, we will use our fry top and we will cook it and roast it a little bit. But first of all, let's start with our sauce. So what we are gonna do, we are gonna reduce our maple syrup with a bit of soya sauce. We let it reduce to reach the good thickness. And here what we are gonna do, we are going to put some butter. Of course, I worked many years in France For me, butter is a must. It's something that I cannot live without. It's part of my heritage. A bit of pepper, a bit of salt. Okay, I will put a bit here, and we leave it like it is. I have just set it 6 power to my induction. Here you can see we have in this configuration we have 2 induction. Okay, this one on my right is a monophase induction, so it's just plug and play. This one is a 3-phase induction, and here we have a fry top that can be used for multiple usage. Okay, but our Libero Pro can be, of course, designed as we want. Okay, we have different function, and let's go to see them in the meantime. So let's go to this table. As you can see here we have 2 more function that we can fit inside our Libero Pro. We have a 5 kilowatt wok, so 3-phase, and here we have a double fry top. Can be really helpful for the morning session. So we talk about breakfast. You can do pancakes, you can do eggs, you can do also omelette on, and all the things you need, but also for the aperitif time, or if you have some banquets where you want to roast some prawns or some fish or some small tataki as you want. So you can really design your Libero Pro as you want. Let's go back to our cooking process. So we just turn our look at the nice color we have achieved. It's not burned, it's just really well colored. The sauce is almost ready. I can also give a timer if I have something else to do. I can also give 2, 3, 4 minutes as I wish. Okay, and I let it go. Talking about sustainability, of course, I have used the entire cauliflower. I mean, I didn't left out the leaves. Okay, I used my leaf. I also steamed in our Skyline Premium S, and then I just dry them, and this is the result. Okay. As you can see, I have some green, nice cauliflower leaves that will give the crunchiness to our plate, but it's made with something that usually I waste. So I didn't take them from the rubbish, but I use them instead of throw them. Okay? So let it put back, and then we will see how we will use it. So, as you can see, the sauce is almost ready, and the cauliflower, even on the other side, is well colored as we wish. Okay? So, we have everything. We have the sauce, we have the cauliflower, we have the chips, and now it's just matter of plating. We are ready. Sauce is reduced. We take the garniture and the decoration, bit of oil, always, and let's plate it. Okay. Here we have our cauliflower. And then we just put a bit of olive oil, rock salt, and 2 nice chips of cauliflower leaves. So here we have our first dish. Okay, first course is finished. Let's go for the second dish. I made a risotto. I'm Italian, of course. For me, risotto is part of my heritage. I learned it from good chefs, and for me it's really important how it's done. But in this way, to show you how the Libero Pro works, I also linked it to some other appliances, because my risotto that is inside my drawer, so ready to be finished, has been pre-cooked. So what I used to do is I sear it with the onion, then I put wine or not, it depends where we are and what we want, and I put the chicken stock or vegetable stock if you want, if you think that it's better for you. I give him 8 minutes of cooking, and then immediately in Skyline Chillers, the blast chiller. Why? Because I want to stop the cooking time. In the meantime, I have done my stock, the one that I will use today. I will take a little bit and I will let it warm. Okay. Once it's boiling, I will put the quantity I need for my plate. So think about we are in front of client and we are just finishing some plates. 1 portion, 2 portion, 3 portion. We can really do what we want. And also because our rice now need just the last 8 minutes of cooking. Okay? So boiling stock, I will put my rice, and I let it go. If the rice is seared and colored in the right way, you will not have any issues. But the most sustainable thing I did is my stock. How I did my stock. This is really important because we are chefs, and of course what we want is first of all to don't waste, and second of all create business and be more sustainable as possible. I have in my oven here in dehydrating mode some vegetable skin. As you can see, I have onion, I have carrots peel, I have persil, okay, celery. What I used to do, I will keep all these stuff and I will dehydrate them. Then I will mix it, and let's say I will do my vegetable cubes that it's really useful, and in a lot of kitchen is used. Okay, so I add to my water my powder of vegetables. I add all the waste of the pumpkin, because here I have some cubes of pumpkin. Okay, but where is the rest of the pumpkin? Of course, it's inside my stock. Okay, so what I just need to do now is finalize my risotto, and then I will grill my pumpkin cubes that has been made cooked in sous vide with a bit of curry stock. So to my stock I just added a bit of curry paste, and I've cooked them steam mode 100 degrees for, let's say, more or less 10 minutes, even less. Okay, this is the result. And what we just need to do now is color them to garnish our plate. Okay, just to recap, so our Libero Pro is an appliance that it's really good for finishing. Okay, we don't do the entire cooking on it, but a lot of mise en place can be done in the central kitchen. Okay, and then just finished in front of our client. So how we go to sear our pumpkin? Bit of oil and we put our cubes. What I want is to have them really nice colored to be put on our risotto. We will color all the faces. The risotto is going on, you see, it's almost ready. I just need the last 8 minutes of cooking. I add just some salt, some pepper, and here I have my cubes that are getting really nice color. You can see. So before I used this part of the fry top, now I'm using the other part, and the result it's really great because thanks to the evenness of the fry top, I will have even on this side really nice and well colored cubes. I remember when I was in the kitchen, I was cooking in front of the customer on the small camping gas burner. It was a disaster. One time even I gave fire to a piece of the table. Okay, risotto is almost done. Okay, you can see all the starch came out. The flavor is amazing. What we need to do now, all of you knows risotto. We just have to take it out from the induction, let it rest just for some seconds, and then we will add parmesan and butter, and then of course we are going to plate it. Okay, the plate is here. I just add my Parmesan cheese, the butter, that of course is here on my side. I can use it and take it when I need. A bit of stock, so we do the famous wave. And now we go directly on the plate. You see the color? It's yellow like curry, but not too much. We want just to feel the curry, but we don't want it to be really heavy in our plate. Okay. And here we go with our cubes. Really nice color. Look also on this side. And they're still a little bit crunchy on the bottom. And just a small touch. And this is our pumpkin curry risotto, really sustainable. Okay, here we are. The first two dishes are done. Let's go for the third one, is the mackerel. So let's start immediately. As always, I have all my mise en place here. So the mackerel. These are from, as far as we are next to Venice, are coming from Adriatic Sea. And we are gonna marinate them with a bit of soya sauce for 10 to 20 minutes, just to give the salt side. I will just turn the part of the meat on the lowest part, on the down part, and I will let them marinate for 20 minutes. In the meantime, we prepare our sauce with goat. So we have the ricotta goat cheese. We will add some cream, some olive oil, salt, and pepper. And then, of course, with the Libero Point, I also have the possibility to put my beer mixer. So in case I need to light Thai sauce, or I have to make some foam, I can branch it directly to the Libero Point socket, and let's go. I will add just a little bit more cream. I want it liquid, but not too much. Okay. So here we are. You can see the thickness. Okay. It's not really liquid. And I also have prepared, is here in my drawer of the mise en place, some jelly with the passion fruit. How I did it: I opened the passion fruit, I take it out, all the juice, and I warm it with some agar-agar, okay? And then I have just let it cool down, jellificate, and then I have mix it, okay? So everything is ready. We just wait a little bit that the mackerel is getting marinated. The fry top is already on his way to get ready for the cooking process. And then now what we do, I just talk to you about our Libero Point, because you can see I have some super nice function. I have light when I'm doing night banqueting to see better what I'm doing. We have talked about the function that I can put it inside, bigger fry top, wok, etc. I have the air filtration. The air filtration is linked to what I'm cooking on, so it will rise up and slow down the power connected to what I'm cooking, if I'm cooking high speed or high temperature. And the filtration is made in two phases. The first phase is like a hood. The second phase is a carbon filtration, and the carbon can be regenerated in the oven at 100 degrees convection mode. We can for 1 hour you can regenerate them, reuse them. By the way, the appliance will tell you when you need to regenerate it after a certain amount of usage. Okay? The two drawer, you can have a smaller size, or we can have this one that is the biggest one. But it's really interesting how I can place it and move it where I want and where I need. So maybe just to make you an example, in the morning I will use it for the breakfast, okay, with some function like a double induction or a fry top. But I can go in the evening to next to the pool deck to make the aperitif time, yakitori, some salmon, some fried items. And of course for banqueting, when you have banquets where you have the finishing in front of your clients, and this will be really helpful for all the chefs. And of course the consumption is really low. The power installed is not the real power consumed. Okay, let's go for the cooking. 200 degrees for our fry top, and then I will show you later on how I will put my fry top in washing mode. In the cleaning mode, I can set the function and it will go to the right temperature to be cleaning in the best way. So let's put some oil, and we go with our mackerel and just push it a little bit. And I will cook it only from one side because I have already marinated. Why I use the mackerel? Because the mackerel is a really simple fish. If you go to check a menu, the mackerel is not really always on the menu because not everybody likes it. But I find that if we use the right ingredients to link to him, and we use also the right seasoning, okay, we can really rise up the quality of the fish. And from the chef point of view, in a menu, it's really helpful for the food cost point of view because everybody likes salmon, tuna, turbot, okay, John Dory. But why we don't use the mackerel? The mackerel will help us to manage also our food cost. So you see the cooking is almost done. I will take the plate. I will put back in the fridge because I have it. Why should I don't use it? some pistachios. Salt. Some nice herbs. And of course, the jelly. And a bit of olive oil. So here we have our mackerel, and of course, as I was saying, I will just put my fry top in cleaning mode. So the third dish is done. Mackerel with goat cheese, ricotta, and passion fruit and a bit of pistachio inside. Okay, here we are. The three dishes are done, and these are just an inspiration for you to create your own recipes using a sustainable approach, as I did today. We have used our fantastic Libero Pro, and you will see it in World Chef Congress Singapore 2024, so just few months. You can touch it and try it. So thank you very much, and see you soon. Bye bye.
Hello
Here we
again.
are.
Here we are with some great recipes. Actually, I was reading at the chat, and our chefs, I can read you some of the comments saying, looking delicious, fish with the sauce. Wow, it looks delicious. Wow, wow, wow. Everyone is wowing.
This is great, but
Okay,
it's just an
so
inspiration for them.
we're
I
very happy for that as well. Yeah.
So I saw some questions.
Yeah, so I can start reading them for you and we can
Yeah,
discuss them together.
of course.
First question actually is from me. I heard for a couple of ingredients that you were saying this is part of my heritage.
Yeah.
And that is something quite interesting when we talk about culinary and the chef originality and things that are related with the heritage. So I just wanted to know, maybe not very related with the topic, but what does heritage cooking or heritage food means to you?
So, well, as you can see, I don't look Italian, but actually I am. So I grow in Italy. I'm adopted, and I did most of my career in France. So I was sous chef in the Ritz of Paris before joining Electrolux Professional. I lived in France for 12 years. So that's why butter is part of me. I mean, in France, as you know, they use a lot of butter.
Yes.
And of course, I'm Italian. So I grew in Italy. And as you know, risotto is part of our culture. If a cooker doesn't know how to do a risotto, it's nothing. So, and I also studied in a culinary school that was from 𝘋𝘪𝘨𝘪𝘵𝘢𝘭, and as most of the people knows, 𝘋𝘪𝘨𝘪𝘵𝘢𝘭 was I would say the king of risotto. So they really teach us how to do a risotto, which kind of rice, etc. So this is this for me is it's really important.
Amazing.
And then of course
Okay,
I
so
used curry.
yes.
I used curry because part of me is Indian, so I also like this flavor.
Mm-hmm. It's great to see how, in your case, a heritage food means a complexity of a lot of cultures together, which in the end creates those unique recipes that were highly appreciated by lots of people currently that are following to us. So I have a chef asking if we do give any certificate for this section. I'm going to tell them that yes, every chef that is participating will be certified afterwards in a couple of days. So what is the name of the first dish again?
So the name of the first dish is roasted cauliflower, glazed with
Roasted
syrup of
cauliflower.
maple syrup and soya sauce. That will reply also to the next question. We have a sweetness and salty. At the same time, I didn't add, as you saw in the video, I didn't add any salt because the salt part was given by the soya sauce.
Okay. What jelly is that you used?
The jelly I've made is passion fruit, but of course you can make your own jelly with any kind of juice you have. Normally I use 100 grams of juice, and for acid juice I used to put 1.2 grams of agar-agar for every 100 grams of juice. Then I warm it, I let it rest and become hard, and then I just mix it with the blender.
Okay.
Or with the hand blender, actually.
Okay. Is the sauce sweet or salty or something else, the sauce with the cauliflower?
The sauce is a bit sweet and bit salt. You have both of the flavor in only one sauce. So you will feel the sweet part given by the syrup, the maple syrup, and the salty side given by the soya sauce.
Okay. Why don't you use little pumpkin puree while cooking risotto?
Okay, I used the cubes they were really, I cooked them in sous vide inside our 𝘋𝘪𝘨𝘪𝘵𝘢𝘭 premium mass oven, and they were really soft, let's say. And then they were just roasted, and they had this crunchy side also. But I didn't want to use. Okay, normally we use puree, it's true, but I really wanted to make extreme the concept of reduce the waste. So I just put all the waste of the pumpkin, so even the seeds, because also the seeds in the pumpkin, I think all over the world, we used to eat it. Normally they dry it and they salt it. I used also the seeds to create my stock. So there were nothing that went to the garbage.
Why don't you cook both sides of mackerel fish?
Because, okay, this is a good question. It depends on the size of the mackerel. As you can see, the size that I got, also because we were at the beginning of the season, the mackerel were really small. So now in July, August, we will be at the full season of mackerel, and they will be bigger. So if they are bigger, you can cook both sides. If they are really small, it's better, for me, it's better to cook only one side. This is my opinion.
Okay.
And then, of course, as we talk about sustainability, I like to use the seasonal fish. So it's up to us to choose the right fish for the right season.
Okay, great. What to do with vegetable skins? Is it to put them in the stock or?
Yeah, I told I used all the skin that normally we waste to dry them, and I've put in 𝘋𝘪𝘨𝘪𝘵𝘢𝘭 premium mass. Then I have mixed all this skin, and I create my vegetable stock. So normally we buy the cubes. In this case, we produce it our own, just with the peel of the ingredient that normally we throw in the garbage.
Okay. How do culinary industry adapt in sustainability, especially small restaurants and startup companies?
For me, first of all, is the control of the waste, of course, and create recipes with all the ingredients that normally we throw. The skin, the peel of the vegetable. This is daily thing. So we used to throw them. And of course, for me, it's also important choosing the right appliances. I mean, appliances that have low consumption and can make our life easier, because also the life of the cooker is sustainability.
Nice. I have another question who asks about food waste. You just responded, but then the second question is, how do you source your ingredients to ensure that they are both high quality but also sustainable? So if you have any tips.
Here in Pordenone, we have a supplier that used to give us all our ingredient. We used to visit him a few times a year to check if he's giving us the quality. But in every place I was in every place I have worked, we were always visiting our suppliers to check if they would like to keep the quality of the ingredient. And then it depends where you are, because I remember when I was in the middle of France, I was in Bourgogne. I used to have a super nice supplier that was just grow up using vegetables. And the carrots, for example, I was really impressed because the carrots were not similar next to the other. But is what we are used to. So, yeah.
Okay. Can we be generous with the Parmesan cheese?
Of course, of course. For us, it's really important. Parmesan and butter.
Since you were talking about both France and Italy, someone is asking, when you talk about the season of mackerel, it's for Italy or Paris? But I think you said
it's exactly the same, because the mackerel is in Europe is more. It's really a big population of mackerel is in the Mediterranean Sea. So France or Italy is exactly the same period.
Okay. I have some chefs who are asking about the recipes or for the video. I want to inform everyone that tomorrow we will send everyone the recording so you can rewatch it every time and replicate the recipes yourself. So what fish can be used aside mackerel?
But you can choose I choose the mackerel because it's part of sustainability for me. I mean, salmon is really common, is overused as tuna. So we are chef and we all know that in the sea we have thousands of fish. So it's up to us to use the right fish we want. Last week I was in Ivory Coast, and I made a lunch for 8 people, and I went to the fish market, and I chose the fish that I was thinking that was the right one for me, but was not linked to Europe, so it's totally another country. So we are chef. This video was just an inspiration. Then if you want a fish that has got a hard shell or a fish that is more used for boil it. There is a lot of fish quality, I mean.
Okay. What type of butter was used for the dish?
Normal butter.
Normal butter,
I don't
salted
use
or
I don't use unsalted butter, not
okay.
really high in fat.
Not really high in
Also
fat.
because you have the parmesan at the same time, so you have to balance them.
Yeah. Hi, chef. This is really inspiring. Do you think this plate can be used in competitions?
Maybe yes. You can take inspiration from this and try to play it in a different way for a competition.
Yeah, he's asking also about the portion and the size. So I don't know, this what you're cooking is like a portion for restaurants or
For restaurant.
Can we use shark meat too? What do you suggest?
I never cooked shark meat, but you can try it. I know that the shark meat is more for soup. They use it, but try. Why not? We are chef.
Yeah. I have a question saying that in some countries that are most likely far away from Italia, Parmesan can be expensive because it's imported. And also, is there any alternative cheese to use for the risotto besides Parmesan?
Allora, if I have to reply with my heart, I will say no. No, of course, I know really well that in some countries, Parmesan is really difficult to find and the price is really expensive. We have just to find the right cheese that doesn't add too much flavor to our risotto and cover all the other flavors.
So not very dominant cheese.
Yeah.
Do you add wine, white wine in the risotto?
Depends of the country. In this one, I added, but sometimes there are some risotto where you don't want to feel the acidity of the wine, so you just put the stock directly without putting wine before.
Okay. Besides the passion fruit, what other fruits for a sauce go well with mackerel?
You can do, because mackerel is a fish that is between fat and so you need something that is acid, because then in that plate you have also the goat cheese sauce. So instead of it, you can use, I don't know, mango. I would use raspberries or something, or lemon. You have lemon juice and you just jelly it and you will have more or less the same result.
Okay, I have a last question. I don't really understand it myself, but maybe it does say something to you, saying, how does the self-cleaning function of the flat top work?
Okay. Yes, in the fry top of Libero Pro, there is a special button that is the cleaning, and it will help to bring the surface at the right temperature to use chemicals. We all know that when we clean fry tops in the kitchen, if you use, I don't know, acid at really high temperature, you will not have any result, because the chemical react really well between 60 and 70 degrees. So
what chemical? He's asking what chemical is used?
Normally I use acid, and of course on the fry top I will always avoid ice on it.
Okay. And the last comment saying, while cooking risotto, usually I use little chopped shallots and white wine. This is good.
Yes, it's really good. I also used I didn't use shallots, but I used onion.
what is the portion of the dish for live cooking challenge for competitions? Like,
But for
I don't know,
competition, they give you normally
guidelines, I think, yeah.
in the competition they give you the weight you have to respect.
Mhm.
So
Okay, so I think we have responded to all the questions that we had. It was very inspiring, your recipes, chef, and I think you've helped a lot of other chefs with ideas and knowledge that you shared. So I want to thank you for very much for your contribution, and of course, Electrolux Professional for another episode, the 5th episode. We will have one more in 2024.
yeah.
So I'm leaving you to do the closing remarks.
So no, I would like. So this was just an inspiration of using flexible appliances and meet them with sustainability. Now it will be nice to see your dishes. So if they want to share with us what they create using sustainable ingredients, will be super nice.
Great. Okay, thank you then, and see you next time.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye.